is that you have to begin the journey before you begin the journey. Someone say that with me. Begin the journey, before you begin the journey. So that means you get your hustle on while you still getting your work on, right? When I was in high school, and I have to share this story. When I was in high school, I used to sell candy. And I had just started my co-op job working for a bank at age 15. But I got involved in junior achievement, and our first assignment was to sell a case of M&Ms. And that case was dispersed among 30 students. So it might not have been that many students, but at the end of the day, I ended up with 4 or 5 individual boxes of M&Ms. This is back in 90 time frame, 89. And before I could even get to school, on the bus, I had sold all 5 boxes, right? I mean, that was easy to do back then, 50 cents a box. So that's just a little part of it. So what happens is I take this big empty box and I put it, let's imagine that this is that box of M&Ms, the empty box. So I just kind of threw it in my locker. And every time I would go to my locker, I'd open it. One of my classmates would be standing by, they see the box. Lisa, you got M&Ms? No, but I can get you some. And this went on for about 2 weeks or more. Kept going to the locker. Classmate, Lisa, you got M&Ms? No, but I can get you some. So finally, and this goes back to the point of whether or not it takes money to make money and managing the little bit that you have. I don't care if it's $1, I don't care if it's $5, 10, or 20. In my case, it was only 13. A full case of M&Ms cost $15, but it didn't matter. They took a few boxes out and I was happy with my $13 worth of M&M candies. Went to school the next day. I sold all the boxes that I had. At the end of the day, I go into the ladies' restroom. You know how we do. I go to school, get my purse out. It's a Coach purse back then, even though I thought I was balling. Go in my purse, I pull all the cash out, and I'm counting. And I realized I had $26. I started out with 13. I ended up with 26. I said, that sounds like good math to me. I think I'll do it again. So I went back to the candy distributor, and it was so funny. You know, I did this over a 3-year period of time. And before I would even get my homework done during the evening, I'd be sitting at the table, figuring out my candy order. I need 20 boxes of M&Ms, Reese's Cups. You know, they're now asking me for stickers and Twix and Kit Kats. And then they start asking for potato chips. And back then, the chips were 25 cents, the small bags, you know. So I said, okay, I ordered some chips. And so after that point, start selling chips. I priced them at 45 cents each. Now, here's what happened. Talking about change, sometimes you have to change your prices. I'm in the huddle, right? Like this. You know, dishing out candy, my favorite saying was they come up to me, they say, Lisa, what you got? I said, what you mean? So I'm down like this, dishing candy, taking money, and this one kid buys a bag of potato chips from me. And they're still standing there. They give me 50 cents. They're still standing there. I'm like, what do you want? My change, please. I said, here. That's it. Everything's 50 cents. I'm trying to make transactions happen. We only got 5 minutes to